Buckle up, because motorsport isn't always about speed, skill and strategy. Sometimes it's just straight up chaos. So let's dive into the funniest fails, bloopers and WTF moments from the world of racing. Imagine how angry you have to be to put your rival's #1 board in front of your own car, just because you didn't agree with the penalty of the FIA. While leading the Canadian GP, Vettel cut the grass and rejoined the track in what the stewards proclaimed an unsafe manner, hence the 5-second penalty. And being the 4-time world champion that he is, you know that he's not going to agree.
I had nowhere to go. Seriously, I had nowhere to go. I didn't see him. Copy.
Especially if it cost him the race win. Never change Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel taking the #2 from where his car should be, putting it in front of Lewis Hamilton's car, and then putting the #1 in the blank space where his car should be. He thinks he's #1 today and should be #1.
Formula 2 has its own gaffes as well, and Kushmini is the author of one of them. When he was given the message that he was leading the race, the man had no idea how to respond, so he used the famous phrase of 21 Jump Street. A man of culture? What else can I say?
Well, P1 at the moment here, mate. Brilliant, mate, brilliant.
Come again?
Outstanding.
Nick de Vries started this huge pile-up in the Formula E competition, but the manner in which the drivers just refused to collaborate and follow the racing line is hilarious. I don't want to be the one who calls upon stereotypes here, but are we sure women didn't participate in this particular weekend?
Oh, and then a couple of big hits at the back, sort of out of and then everyone piles in at the back. Very weird accident that.
Yeah, I don't get that one because it's not the first lap.
Günther Steiner was quite outspoken on his drivers, but when Magnussen decided to smash the door in front of his team principal's face, that didn't sit well with the Netflix superstar. Günther was often mad at Grosjean and Magnussen for all the right reasons, but this moment has kind of escalated the situation to a whole new level. Did somebody check on Magnussen afterwards to make sure he's okay?
Because you are two idiots. I have not more to say to you guys, and if you don't like it, I don't need you here. Do not come back, please. He's not doing that to me, you know. He does not smash my door, tell him that.
Max Verstappen knows his way with the radio talks, but he was super angry about his team's strategy to catch up to the McLarens ahead of him.
It's quite impressive how we let ourselves get undercut at this completely race.
When he was given the task to cool down the tyres and introduce them to the track in a nicer way, the 4-time world champion responded in the most Max way you'd imagine. Even though the team fixed everything behind closed doors, Verstappen's anger was both worrying and hilarious at the same time.
Well, that's some gentle introduction. No, mate, don't give me that now. You guys give me this strategy, okay? I'm trying to rescue myself.
Now, during the 2025 season opener in Australia, Leclerc and his racing engineer had a very laughable discussion. When the Monegasque driver asked about a leakage in his car, further stating that his seat was full of water, Brian Bossy said, "It must be the water," to which Leclerc was left baffled. He couldn't resist as he asked very politely, "Let's make sure this gem doesn't get lost." I wonder what other gems that book has.
Is there a leakage?
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water, like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the words of wisdom.
Yes, that clears that one up then.
This will go down as the biggest throw in the history of the motorsport. Julian Simon back in 2009 at the Mugello GP. While driving in the 125cc championship, Simon forgot that there was one more lap to be driven, which resulted in him dropping down the grid massively after crossing the finish line first in what he thought was the last lap of the race. Well, I guess sometimes you forget how to count.
Just gapping Nacho for the time being. We're on the final lap as he's busy celebrating, and I think, well, either we're miscalculated or he has. No, he's punching the air, he's celebrating, I think, and I think this race is still going on here, and he hasn't realised. It wasn't the checkered flag, mistaken by Russo. Unbelievable stuff here. He's going to 0 point out of this one. There's no way back for him, clearly.
The restart of the 2011 New Hampshire IndyCar race made a couple of drivers angry, but not as angry as Will Power. After crashing out because of the wet conditions that were present on the track on this restart, Power flipped off the officials in a visibly angry manner. He was one of the drivers who felt like the race was too risky to be restarted under such conditions, and when his words weren't heard, he made sure to share his feelings with his body language.
And you saw the frustration with him right there, and unfortunately that gesture is probably going to cost him. He's going to be a little lighter in the pocketbook, I think, by the time the officials get finished with him on that one.
Yes, and we apologize because obviously Will doesn't realize that we're live.
Rallying is a very intense sport in which you have to focus on driving the car in a crazy manner and listening to your partner screaming the directions in your face. Sometimes you'll have a hard time balancing both of these, and Samir felt that on his own skin. After failing to properly navigate the car on the bumpy road, he was given a proper warning. You're braking the car. Well, he's trying his best, all right.
Medium left! Listen to my calls! Medium left into sharp left! You're not listening. Shut up, yeah. No, I'm just giving you advice, Sammy. Oh, Sammy, what are you doing, man? Oh, Sammy, you are wrecking the car. Shut up.
During a caution period, Grosjean tried to catch up to the safety car, but he ended up crashing into it. It was a very bizarre incident, because thanks to it, Grosjean can now say that he completed every type of crash that he could have completed in the open wheel series. Some drivers just never change, do they? They don't call him the Iceman for nothing. Kimi Raikkonen was famous for his ability not to care about anything on the grid. During the Abu Dhabi GP in 2012, while he was driving for Lotus Renault, Raikkonen was given some instructions about Alonso being behind, and his response was golden.
I'll keep you updated on the gap. I'll keep you updated on the pace.
Just leave me alone, I know what to do.
After that, he was given more instructions about working on all 4 tyres at once, and the Iceman strikes again, one and only Kimi Raikkonen.
Okay, Kimi, we need to keep working all 4 tyres, please. Keep working all 4 tyres.
Yes, I'm doing all the time. You don't have to remind every second.
We've seen animals on track, we've seen protesters trying to make their way and show how dumb they are, but we've never seen a mannequin on a circuit. Well, Georgina, the mannequin's name, fell from a bridge of Alabama's GP and made us question what type of lives are some people living out there.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh my goodness.
And who was that was just driving by as it happened? That must have been quite a shock.
By the way, her name is Georgina.
There are certain reasons why drivers can miss a presentation from a country's famous celebrity, but I don't think anything tops the reason why Kimi wasn't present at the Pelé celebration in Brazil back in 2006. I cannot say it here, but you'll hear it for yourself. No wonder why Kimi is truly a unique persona.
Kimi, you missed the presentation by Pelé.
Yeah.
Will you get over it?
Yeah, I was having a
Okay, thanks for that.
When somebody trips and falls, it's usually a hilarious event that embarrasses the individual. But if you're Alessandro, a Ferrari mechanic, these laws don't apply to you. Even Leclerc wasn't immune to the fall, calling it Bella Questa, or This is Beautiful.
Oh, careful now.
Bella questa.
We have Romain Grosjean again, but this time in an F1 edition. The Frenchman had a very bizarre moment during the 2018 Baku GP, spinning by himself while trying to warm up his tyres. However, he didn't see it that way. He felt like Ericsson hit him, even though Marcus was far behind Grosjean during this incident.
No! What happened?
I think Ericsson hit us.
Is there anyone who likes being held up by traffic? I know for a fact that I cannot be trusted with a mic if I'm stuck behind a snail, especially in the Rally Championship. Props to this guy for keeping his cool, although his partner did have some outbursts in his name.
It's a 1 left on course 130. You're out of the f***ing way! What a f***ing asshole. You're out of the f***ing way, you bollocks. What the f***?
Federic Vesti had a very bizarre moment during the 2023 feature race in Zandvoort. He lost both his rear wheels immediately after exiting the pits under the safety car. A malfunction with the wheel guns resulted in the rear tyres not being fitted properly, but Nissani's reaction was golden.
And I thought, well, that's a bit bizarre. It doesn't look like it's that slippy.
Imagine suffering from an F1 crash and getting out of it unscathed, but then the medical car decides to mess up your fate by hitting you straight from the front. It wasn't very laughable if you were in the shoes of Taki Inui, but now, 30 years after the accident, I can't help but crack a laugh at this incident.
See, it's got an engine problem, and up there, oh goodness gracious me, now that's absolutely appalling. The marshal there.
I don't think advice comes in a purer form than this. Just drive fast. Well, a little bit of explicit language was involved as well, but Daruvala, the former F2 competitor, learned the hard way that you can't get out of the race just because you feel like it. Feeling bad? Well, just start feeling better and problem fixed.
Can you give me an update on the race? Just drive fast!
Well, at least it's not just a stop oil protester. NASCAR marshals were forced to chase a furry friend out of the track at Michigan International Speedway during the Xfinity Series practice. The shovels were ready, but the groundhog was not accepting a defeat without a proper battle. Props to him. He made everyone's days then, and he still makes us laugh now.
Nothing against Xfinity Series practice, but this might be one of the best things we see all day. And right there, 4.9 miles per hour. I don't know what that is on the stopwatch, but Larry, he's stretching. It could very well be a new track record. How many safety workers at a racetrack does it take to catch a groundhog that's on the loose? And we don't have an official. Oh, he's gotten away again.
I didn't have a good feeling about it. I told you, I'm still putting my money on the.
It's probably an incident that you saw somewhere on your newsfeed, but you haven't been able to find it properly. Well, here it is. Sebastian Buemi going full throttle on the main straight in China back in 2010, only for the wheels to fall off before the entrance of turn 14. I know that the tyres have a lot to deal with during the braking process here, but I guess this was just way too much, even for our own liking. Do you sometimes see a driver in a highly competitive series and wonder, how the hell did he get here? How does he even have a driver's license? We're being taught the 3-point turn during the basic test for a driver's license, but it seems like Mahavir skipped that somehow. How hard can it be for him to return the car on the track from this position? I guess you could do it as well, right?
Plenty of people, and the marshal now trying to offer assistance to Raghunathan. So he is gesturing for more help to try and get out. Might be problems for the car. So he's obviously very frustrated.
I don't think it gets any more Lance Stroll than this moment. During the 2021 Russian GP, the conditions have changed rapidly in the last couple of laps, prompting drivers to decide whether or not they can stay out with the dry tyres on the semi-wet track.
Can you stay out on this condition? Can you stay out?
Yes!
Lance Stroll believed he could, only for him to hit the wall in the next corner after his statement. The race engineer even had the audacity to ask him, soft tyres or intermediate? Hats off to the confidence.
Sucks, man. I don't know if I've damaged or not.
Soft tyres or into?
Not every race win should be celebrated with a donut. Just ask Alex Rossi. The mid-Ohio winner from 2018 tried something spectacular, but he ended up banking his car in the grass. Well, at least he won the race. We can't laugh at that, can we?
What a race. Action all the way through the field. Let the donuts begin, Katie. Oh, he got it stuck. No. He got it stuck.
That's maybe one thing he hasn't mastered yet.
And that's a wrap on the funniest racing moments ever. Which one had you laughing the hardest? Drop it in the comments, and if you ever stalled at a red light and felt embarrassed, just remember, at least it wasn't on live TV in front of millions. Now, smash that like button, subscribe for more motorsport mayhem, and we'll see you in the next one.